right, welcome back to another episode of The Motive. Today I want to talk about um, just doing what needs to be done even when the odds are stacked against you. Guess what? Today, no Wi-Fi on the PC today. None. I can't. I had all these plans on what I'm gonna do for blase time. Like, turns out that I can't really do much because I have no Wi-Fi. So thank you. But I said, you know what? Because I pull up to my office, right? And I get here after work. I think I've mentioned the 9 to 5 in the past. So I pull up to here after work and get to my office. And this is when I really lock in and I do other things, more personal things. A lot of it has to do with my computer, my PC, being on search engines, looking up things. And so today I have no Wi Fi. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to make a video. Like, I'm just going to literally eat because my office is my mother's home. There is a room here. And not really giving you a tour right now. Maybe tour coming up soon. But, it's the office. There's a TV. We have my PC. There's a futon. It's set nice. There you see the photos in the back. I got some. I have some music photos back there. Like, it's the office. You feel me? Um, but as of right now, let's have it like this right here. As of right now, there's no Wi-Fi, and I was gonna give up. And so doing what needs to be done, even when the odds is stacked against you, I had to really sit down and think for a second. There must be something that I can do while I'm here. There must be. And I broke it down and I thought about it, and it's this video. I don't need Wi-Fi to record on OBS. I'm not streaming it on Twitch. I'm not streaming it on YouTube or anything like that. I'm not live anywhere. So, here I am. And so you kind of have to just ask yourself, how important is it? Is it important enough for you to decipher um what else can be done? Is it important? I guess what I'm saying is it important for you to think about? Like, is important for you to kind of solve this challenge, basically overcome this challenge presented to you. So it brings me back to another point, and that's really being 10 toes down with what you want to do. You can't waver. You can't just say yes and no at the same time. It must be yes and it must be a no, so that when you're presented with challenges on the path that you've chosen, you either know whether you're okay to give up because you've chosen no, or you are having to solve that challenge in front of you and overcome it because you've said yes and it's part of growing. So, first and foremost, choose this day, yes or no. Secondly, identify that which is what you want to do, and how you want to proceed with your days to that, your goals. What are your goals? What are you aspiring to be? Who are you aspiring to be? Or what are you wanting to obtain? What is it that you need to work hard for, right? So yes and or no, the identification of the goal per se, let's say that, and basically let's call it, bear with me here, the extra lives per se, right? When you're playing a video game, you don't some games you don't just have one life, you have multiple lives, right? Let's say in this game of life, you really just have until you're done. You don't know when that last life is. You don't know when you get the last opportunity, and then you're done. You don't come back. We don't know that, but you do know what it is to feel to lose one of those lives per se when you are going through certain obstacles that bring you down. You're being knocked down, you're being challenged, you're being tested, and you're having to work hard, you're having to go through some pain. Like, that's you losing that life, but the moment you come back in, you've regained a life, you know? So let's call them the extra lives. So first and foremost, you start by identifying yes or no, right? In my case, I say yes. I want to become a better speaker. I want to become a better, maybe streamer. I want to become a better videographer. And so, you know what? I choose yes to when those challenges come, I will overcome. I choose yes to do this. And so then I've knocked two birds with one stone per se. And what I'm trying to tell you is I've identified that I am all in for this. Two, I've identified what all in for. And three, I'm prepared for those challenges. And so today I lost one of those lives per se. And when I got here, I realized I had no Wi-Fi. Already lost the life. But it was my willingness to continue to play per se that brought me here to create this video. So I've chosen to go for that extra life. So realize within yourself that these obstacles and these challenges and these mountains, they're there to make you better. Jim Rohn once said, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. So understand within yourself you're capable, but you must know what you're trying to do. You can't just be like, I'm going to move forward. Wait, where? Brother, sis, what are you doing? So really first understand what's in front of you, what's the vision. Yes, I will become that person. No, I am not interested in becoming that person. Identify that. Make sure you know where it is you're going. 100% of the time we won't know the destination. These things change. Our feelings change. That's just who we are. We say yes to certain things, no to certain things, but I will tell you this, that when you choose yes, even if you've identified, for example, becoming a better streamer, a better speaker, a better, whatever it is that I said per se, right? I have to be open for that to, either expand or change completely. But I've already still chosen yes. And so that would fall under one of those challenges. At times in our lives, we are presented with times where we have to basically be renewed by the transformation of our minds. And we cannot be conformed to the pattern of this world. You can't just be conformed to one thing. I want to be a better speaker, but what if all of a sudden I'm directed towards a path and I know that I'm doing great in that path, and that's how I know I won't go to something that I'm bad at and I know I'm not really enjoying 100% and I don't want to really work for it. I'm going to do something that I know I'm set on fire for it, and I'm going to try my best. If I don't have a fire for it, I'll try to set a fire, but I have to be honest down that path. Understand that I will still be able to, at the end of the road, say, wow, I'm impressed with myself. I never gave up at proceeding because I knew I had a destination. Some days I didn't know where that destination was. I didn't know where I would end up, but I knew I had to keep going. And everything that was meant for me came because I just kept sowing. I just kept going, and I just kept presenting myself in front of the opportunities to come. So don't be conformed. Things happen. If you're watching this and you say today, I want to become a better gamer, and as you're going through that road and there's some challenges, you might just want to try something different, maybe in the gaming world or not in the gaming world, and that's fine. But even with what you've chosen to do, the new opportunities or maybe old ones that you want to try again, you need to start by saying either yes or no. Don't give in. Don't stress out. Just choose this day whether you are willing, yes, or you are not willing, no. Identify it as what it is you want to do and just go. Work towards it. Break it down. So overcome those challenges in front of you. They're only going to make you better. You climb a mountain, and while you're climbing it, you go through rivers, you go through logs, you go through animals that want to kill you. You really go through the worst of challenges when you're on the way to that peak. But when you get to that peak, you knew at the bottom where you had to go. You were going to go straight this way, and you knew that this day you said, yes, I'm climbing this mountain. And guess what? I'm ready for the challenges to come. And you knew the destination was that peak. And as you went going that path you've chosen, all of a sudden you ended up in different paths. But you still knew you need to get to that peak. And you got to that path on the right. You went to that path on the left. Unfortunately, you had to cross that river. You had to get under the trees. You had to get over those logs. You had to get through those animals, and you had to change the route a couple times, but you got to the peak because you never gave up. Proceed. Yes, I am willing to climb this mountain, and I am willing to keep going, and I will reach its peak. And before you know it, you did. But you chose first and foremost that you were going to do it or not. Fine. You chose and identified that which you wanted to do, and you just went. Don't give in. It's hard. It's easy at times. It's harder some days, harder, easier other days. Listen, that comes with the challenge. And for those of you watching that say, no, I'm not willing, that's fine. But be ready to answer to your conscience at the final day of your life and look back and say you are okay with the way you lived, knowing you will never have another opportunity to do it again physically. Hey, I hope you're having a great day today. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what you thought about this video. Welcome to another motive video. This is log number 6. I'm going to say 6 or 5. Don't shoot me for it. Hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever and whenever you watch this. And please make sure to come back for more. And by the way, this is your boy Jet. Peace.